曼德，你好吗？
má sọ̀rọ̀ ètí nù.
Kurmas hijdar.
صبح خير.
I didn't know where I was going. Arriving in the dark, having lived behind my 2 children, I had to adapt my dreams as the journey unfolded, traveling through motherhood and into work that same day. Uprooted, I took refuge in the kindness of strangers.
Our context is Thanet, and at United Mothers we provide a landing place for women arriving, settling, resting, moving on and building new lives. We share our experiences and journeys and connect in a common language. Thanet has for centuries been a landing place for explorers, invaders, traders and settlers. It was once a tiny island of fishermen and farmers just 20 miles from the continent of Europe. People who land here continue to change the course of British history. Julius Caesar invaded Britain from Pegwell Bay 2,000 years ago, bringing Roman rule and Latin. And the English language first arrived here when Hengist and Horsa pulled up at Pegwell 500 years later. These Anglo-Saxons left us words like friend, laugh and happy. Others brought religious change. In the 6th century, Queen Bertha of France, a Christian, came to Thanet to marry King Ethelbert, a pagan, at a time when Christianity was spreading around the world. The Pope sent Augustine to convert Ethelbert, and he was so successful that this introduction of Christianity into England resulted in him founding Canterbury Cathedral. By the 13th century, Thanet was the most densely populated district in Kent, with national incomers from as far as Lancashire and Wales, and it continued to be a part of a major trading route, attracting industrialists, doctors, language tutors and musicians. Our context is Thanet, where we've had hard-fought local and national elections. These denied former UKIP leader Farage his seat in Parliament, but brought in the country's first UKIP council. Racist and violent far-right activists have tried to build their strength here and been turned away. Now, having voted to leave the European Union, we look to our horizon with no clarity in the offing about how our future will unfold. Some may take flight. We all face uncertainty. Sharing our towns now are the DFLs, the down from Londons, economic migrants leaving the overheated economy of the capital in search of a better life, fresh air, beaches and opportunities for the children. In United Mothers, we've met many more economic migrants, together with families fleeing war and asylum seekers at the safe house we worked in. We build connections, friendships and new family. We all seek to better our lives.
I'm a DFL, and Thanet's been my home for nearly 20 years. In 2013, I was working in adult education as an ESOL tutor. We're a highly skilled and inventive profession, juggling an ever-changing classroom context shaped by the politics of immigration, the economy and social cohesion. One of our jobs is to broker this relationship between learners and the state, part of which requires each person to succeed against external targets. Adults with no previous literacy, learning difficulties, physical and mental health challenges are amongst those who struggle. At this time, I was working with a large mixed group who all experienced at least one of these barriers and were failing to progress to the first formal class. Within this framework, we were all struggling, and it wasn't much fun. Enter stage left, Jodie Watson and an action research project. I met Jodie at her community choir. Within 15 minutes, she'd got the voices of a group of strangers out and in harmony. Could she, with her gentle good humour and this astonishing skill, engage my group of unhappy learners and encourage their voices out in my classroom? I invited her to join me, and what happened next became the methodology that we now rely on and continue to develop through the United Mothers programme. In that first year of working together, I observed a transformation in learners' engagement, confidence and motivation. There was an emerging belief in themselves that they could learn.
Dana, 61, Slovak Roma, with minimal schooling and in constant physical pain. Her last teacher told her that she would never learn. She couldn't master the basics of the alphabet or simple spelling. So where does that leave someone like Dana? Where is her place, in the classroom or community, when up against so many barriers? As part of my physical and vocal warm-up at the beginning of every session, I always taught a simple song through call and response, and always in languages that nobody knew, apart from the English alphabet song. One day, looking at her old alphabet worksheet, it dawned on Dana that she had in fact learnt all the sounds of the alphabet through song without even knowing it. From that point on, she knew she could learn, and she began to spell.
Can you show me the word mat?
Here was a group of learners who now had an English classroom where they belonged. And here were we, with an exciting new interdisciplinary approach, which we then discovered didn't fit in a mainstream setting. Despite all the evidence of progress, the increased spoken confidence, motivation to learn and enjoyment doing so, we failed to meet the institutional criteria laid down by Ofsted. We didn't tick that box and decided we had to leave. We didn't know where we were going, but we did know this wasn't our place to grow.
We're gonna keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Never turning back. Never.
My research and teaching practice have demonstrated why it's so important to have alternative English language programmes, especially for women. Many women attend government ESOL programmes, which provide a progression route to vital certification for visas, citizenship, further education and employment. However, many face practical barriers to this, such as a lack of suitable childcare, impractical class times and expensive course fees. In my national survey, 96% of women had caring responsibilities, and 92% said building confidence to converse with native speakers was their main priority.
Whenever I stand with the English mothers, they speak with each other, so I don't understand. It's very hard to mix with them.
So the external barriers are considerable, but every woman also shared something equally important: her personal, emotional journey of raising children and retaining her integrity in a new country, and how these enormous transitions impacted on her identity and sense of self.
My son said to me, "Mommy, I don't want to learn Romanian," which nearly as good as broke my heart.
Walking children home from school has attracted racism for some.
Hey lady, stop speaking your language.
And I also found that teachers and other parents were struggling too.
I would have relied on Eva and panicked. Oh God, they can't understand me. Is there anyone else?
All these women needed a place to share their feelings and experiences with others, where they had time to find the words and others had time to listen. Yes, migrant women needed a safe space to practice, but it soon became apparent that a new approach was needed to build trust on both sides of the bridge.
We're gonna reach across the borders. Reach across the borders. Reach across the borders. Never turning back. Never turning back.
I set up Beyond the Page, an independent, non-profit organisation, and embarked on the journey of convincing funders to support us. And wonderfully, the Tudor Trust and the National Lottery believed in our vision of a project for women here in Thanet, the United Mothers. With this vital funding, we firstly removed a lot of those external barriers. It's free to attend, there are no exams, and any woman living in Thanet can come in, take a name badge and join the circle.
I like to come to United Mothers because I always speak with other people and practice my English because I used to go to college before, but always writing and homework, something like that. I hate homework or writing or studying.
Do you?
I like here because we don't have to do homework.
Accept that. It just so happens.
Not much here, not like class.
It's not every time, it's not all the time.
Yeah, I like to communicate other countries, peoples, and very friendly yours of everybody here. Yeah.
Great.
Like family.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Secondly, we offer a safe, non-judgmental community where everyone's transition into using English within her own life journey is respected and cared for.
I like to United Mothers because neden?
Niye seviyorsun burayı? Türkçe'yle söyle.
Neden seviyorum? Sıcak buldum ortamı.
She feel here friendly.
Close. Konuşmak istiyorum insanlarla. Eşim olmadan tek başıma halletmek istiyorum. Yani erkeğe bağımlı olmak bana göre
Without her husband, she wants to do something because she always do with husband, and she wants to do without husband, not with husband, and she wants to practice the English.
Lovely. Great. So be more independent.
Independent, bağımsız. Independent.
And thirdly, we use non-traditional approaches to engage the whole person in a safe, fun learning space.
I became used to being myself in United Mothers. We were allowed to see your crazy. I think you're dancing and like you're warm up. You're crazy dancing in a positive way.
Yeah. So that allowed you to feel a bit free.
I was so stiff.
Right, okay.
Like, because I was just really stiff, and I think United Mothers, you brought out the best in me. I just feel like United Mother noticed me, give me the attention that I need in a positive way.
To grow.
Yeah, to grow, to look forward in life. Because before I never had that, before I never looked forward, I looked back. And you guys want to know me, for me, not for a reason.
Oh, no.
Like, I've been used and abused so much in my time, but I feel like you guys involve me in your positivity. That's what I like.
In the 5 years of the United Mothers Project, 250 women travellers from 46 countries, including pharmacists, teachers, childcare workers, shop workers and homemakers, have breathed life into the work. One group met in a safe house for women who were trafficked or victims of modern-day slavery. Others come to our 3 community groups in Margate. Whatever their journey, they find safety, understanding and much-needed English language support to navigate their way as active citizens in their newly acquired community. And you moved to Thanet just over a year ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And did you know anybody?
No. If when I went to Thanet, I don't know what is Thanet, what is Margate. Nothing, to be honest, nothing. I feel this time like I'm coming is like a baby, chicken baby come from egg. Everything is new for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, I found myself in United Mother team. They given me confidence to speak.
Great.
And to correct me. I was so shy to speak because I'm thinking the people, they will laugh on me.
Why?
Because it's language.
Because you didn't know English?
Yeah, because I never learned English in school.
Our overarching aim is to help create the intercultural speaking confidence of anyone born in or outside the UK, acknowledging that we all have something strong and positive to offer our community. It calls for slow, steady work in a fast, flippant world. Bringing together the skills, knowledge and resources of an ESOL tutor and a community arts practitioner, we are equipped to produce specialised English language learning sessions with high-quality expressions of the work out in the wider community. This cross-disciplinary approach is unique in the UK. We begin every United Mothers session in a circle, an ancient universal form of social structure that has accompanied people in the development of community and identity since the beginning of time. The circle accommodates our evolving membership, each session unique to that day. Each woman is seen for who she is, given time to find her words and space to express her thoughts and feelings. The importance of dialogue, of listening to every voice, of receiving one another's experiences, and of making decisions based on the collective wisdom of the group is a strong, unifying process. In this circle we sit and stand face to face in a multi-ethnic space of validation. Each week is vibrantly kick-started by a shared physical warm-up, serving as a contract between us all to activate the learning space with our commitment and energy. This unwritten contract is multi-layered as we start to shake off the week before or the morning, or the roles we play as wife, mother, sister, daughter, worker, carer. We warm up our bodies, our vocal apparatus, our minds and our hearts by using tools of follow my leader, call and response learning, and a small song from around the world which brings everyone into the present moment, harmonious, standing to attention and ready for the question of the day, the speak buzz.
Hello, my name is Golisanga and I come from Afghanistan. First of all, I would like to say about Sheila and Judy because they are very friendly and they give us that opportunity that today I'm standing here and talk about United Mother. I really like and it's very nice, friendly and it refresh my soul. I really like.
We're gonna keep on speaking proudly. Keep on speaking proudly. Keep on speaking proudly. Never turning back. Never. We're gonna reach across the borders.
Visitors to United Mothers have included school staff, researchers, district councillors, Sure Start staff, community health workers, police, fire and rescue employees, religious leaders, festival organisers and community artists. Each guest brings a conversation around a topic that they wish to share, but not everyone brings the skills needed to clearly communicate with beginner learners. Some United Mothers members are fluent in English, some are in their third, fourth or fifth language, whilst others are just starting out and may not have first language literacy. Our visitors may not realise how they need to adapt their own communicative practices, so time and help are offered so that their knowledge and advice can be heard and understood. The physical warm-up is the equalising foundation of every session, no matter who's in the circle. By visitors participating in our usual contract in this way, our members learn that in this space, their space, they are the more practised at listening and tuning in to the work at hand.
So I used to work as a teacher in Cliftonville, so I've worked with children and families from different cultures, but it was my first time meeting the United Mothers. Mm-hmm. So at first I felt quite nervous and quite shy, but then when everybody started to sing and to laugh, I felt part of the community, so then I felt a lot better.
United Mothers, it's not so scary after all.
I'm English, so I was a bit apprehensive about joining United Mothers.
Why?
Because I don't need to learn English. And I was a bit worried that it would be a bit like school. So it took me over a year to join, actually. But I love it because although it's called United Mothers, you don't need to be a mother, first of all. It's more about mothering each other. It's support, it's a community. Yeah, it's like strength together.
Every woman brings her skills, experience and worldview with her as she travels, and it is our aim to build any woman's vocal and personal confidence as she tends to and nurtures herself, her family and her community, thriving as she contributes to the local economy and citizenship. Being a community artist, my next level of engagement with the United Mothers is to take those skills, experiences and views and amplify the group voice into the public arena. Each outreach opportunity uses a blend of art forms, new learning and fun, whereby everyone experiences and knows their place in the lineage of Phoenician history, whether native to the Isle, a DFL or an international traveller. In partnership with schools, community gardens and festival fairs, the Hands of Friendship tree, designed around the United Mothers logo, has been created as a movable, creative and engaging art piece for kids and adults of all backgrounds to get together and get hands-on. As we consider what friends and friendliness means to us, we decorate our paper-made hands and blossom a new tree of friendship wherever we go, at the same time advertising our unique project for anyone wishing to step in and learn more. In partnership with our local Power of Women festival, Take Flight was an incredible opportunity for festival visitors to test their world knowledge through an interactive game. As a piece of immersive and invisible theatre, Take Flight was a walk-through exhibition of our members' work, intercepted by impromptu live song, movement, taster food and video clips. We offered a glimpse of our diversity here in Thanet and the work that we do to help create kind community spirit. Gathering in our identity as a strong, diverse women's group, we took up space in the public arena of the arts world at the Turner Contemporary in Margate and proudly showed ourselves to our local community, some in our national costumes, some declaring our arrival on our soapboxes, all enjoying a shared sense of family and belonging.
I'm happy I'm going for United Mothers group because it's helping me to forget about wars, racism. It's I feel like everybody love each other, reminds me people good.
Then someone said, "Let's have tea with the Queen." And this inspired an invitation to the Palace and the Fancy Jamboree, a coming together of 3 local community groups over several months. United Mothers joined the Sing Your Socks Off community choir and the Seaside Singers, a singing group for elders, some with dementia, their carers, some socially isolated or managing other health conditions. Opportunities for English conversation abounded at fruit-picking trips and the Taste Sensations cookery workshops with Chef Annie Nichols to learn about, produce and contribute multicultural additions to the usual British afternoon tea. As part of the Jamboree project, a conversation about dementia, led by Trish Vella-Burrows, gave us insights into living with this disease and the stigma that's attached to it all around the world.
There was one session in the United Mothers group. Before I was thinking to go or not, because I found myself, I'm not so very tolerant of different people. But this group very helped me to understand that people with dementia maybe is not crazy people only, because we come from countries where is dementia not it's hidden, maybe somewhere behind. It was very helpful.
The Jamboree itself was a celebration of these new intergenerational and intercultural friendships and the fun we had working together. United Mothers hosted and catered for 200 people, gaining valuable work experience and transferable skills. We sang, we laughed, we ate, and our children gave us a wonderful fancy dress parade.
This should be shown to the Home Office as an example of integration. I was here for 10 years before I could dream of coming into a room full of strangers, and you're doing it.
From our weekly core group sessions to inviting our visitors and researchers to explore the richness of our space, to making ourselves proudly visible out into the wider community, what then is in the offing? The United Mothers is a transitional group, and we consider it a success when women move on, having had any amount of touchdown time with us. We strive to offer opportunities for our members to build their work experience, transferable skills, contacts and language acquisition as they grow in confidence and agency. Always led by the women's ideas and voices, we inquire into, broaden and nurture all our imagined futures. Our home is Thanet, a place known for its beautiful white cliffs and sandy beaches on the southeast coast of England. A place traditionally known as a quiet cultural backwater, but always having held a hidden, invaluable, progressive soft underbelly. A place known for housing travellers since humans could travel. These globetrotters ask us to reimagine with them the kind of community in which we all can live. These travellers help us shape a place where we can all belong, contributing our uniqueness safely, strongly, and for the common good of the community.